Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is shoe tips for happier men. It's kind of a little off the normal topic of weight training and being happier, but actually, if your feet don't hurt so much and you can do a lot of the stuff you want to do, you're going to be much happier. And I've struggled with shoes my entire blasted life. It's so frustrating with the problems with shoes that I've had that I just thought I would talk about it, because I'm sure that I'm not the only one who struggles with this. I'm a bigger guy. I have bigger feet, but not, I don't know, huge. Somewhere, I guess usually like 11 and a half wides is my normal size. So that's not huge, I don't think. But the wide part, that's very hard to get shoes that are wide. That's one thing. Another thing is the support of the shoes. Let's just take it a step back. Shoes are very expensive, and because they're so expensive, people, men especially, tend not to buy the higher quality, and they tend not to replace them as often as you should. I mean, I can remember in college guys saying, well, I wear my shoes until I walk out of them. Well, that is going to be a recipe for an extremely painful life if that's your attitude. Because by the time you're walking out of them, there's really nothing there to give you any support at all, and you're going to suffer. Your feet are going to hurt, your ankles are going to turn, your lower legs are going to ache, your knees are going to hurt, your hips are going to hurt, your back's going to hurt. You're going to hurt because of this idea of wearing shoes long past their wear out date. And what happens with shoes are the supporting part of them that gives you like the cushioning, that breaks down fairly rapidly. They break down a lot faster than the look of the shoe. So the shoe will look fine. It'll look fine. Still a decent looking shoe. It's not all torn apart and grungy. It'll look fine, but there won't be any support. So if you wanted to make this part of your life happier, you have to budget more money in the buying of shoes. Either one, buying extremely good quality shoes that are very expensive, or get into some kind of a routine where you're replacing your modestly expensive shoes more frequently. I would never buy, I don't think it pays for you to buy cheap shoes, like, ever. I wouldn't even bother to try to buy cheap shoes, because they're so poor that they're gonna make your feet hurt almost immediately upon wearing them, and you're not even gonna get a couple of months out of them. See, when you buy modestly expensive shoes, you probably get a couple of months out of them. And even these modest ones that I buy, I just put on a new pair of shoes. That's why I'm talking about it. And they're the exact same brand as the last pair of kind of athletic shoes, sneakers, tennis shoes, cross training type shoes, and I use them just for normal going out and about, going for walks, that type of thing. They're not like my fancy go out on the town shoes, but they're just a normal doing thing shoe. And we all need this. So I just put them on, and they're great. Oh man, they're comfortable. They feel real supportive. They feel like, but they're the exact same brand as the time I had and the other shoes I had the last couple weeks, maybe even the last month. My hips hurt, my feet hurt, my knees hurt, my lower legs hurt, because of wearing these stupid shoes past their useful life. And I look at those shoes that I have in my closet still. I was going to throw them away today. And I thought, oh, they still look nice. Yeah, they're fine. They look nice. They're sharp-looking shoes. You can wear them wherever. You know, I'm not going to look like a goofball because they're so ugly. They're nice. And that's the problem with them. They're still nice. The tops look good, but there's no support. And the no support was proven by my body hurting because of the wearing of them and the not wanting to walk because I knew I just couldn't bear to walk very far in them. So if you want to be a happier man, you're gonna have to budget plenty of money for these darn shoes. I've got some real expensive shoes. I've got like a pair of winter boots that were well over $200, and I've got like steel-toed boots for work that I have to wear on occasion, and they're like $200, and I've got a bunch of different shoes at all over $100, and these were, I don't know, 60, some 70, maybe $80, but there was some discounts and all of that. So expensive, right? And if you're buying $100 shoes every 2 months, that's pretty expensive, right? But if you want to be a happier man, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to spend money on the most important things for you, and one of the most important things are your shoes and the comfort of them. And, secondarily, you want them to look good enough that you're confident in your looks. So usually the two go together, but not always. Sometimes you may need to sacrifice the look of a type of shoe to make sure it's functional, and sometimes you might have to sacrifice the function of the shoe for the looks. But yeah, you're probably going to end up with tons of shoes in your closet, and most of them are probably all worn out and should be thrown away. So that's the other thing, is once it's past its useful life, throw it away. Soon as now that I bought these new shoes, what I'm planning to do is I'll put a note in my calendar to replace them at a reasonable time from now, maybe 2 or 3 months. That might be a better way than just not assume that these shoes are going to last 6 months. I don't think if you're wearing shoes to walk around in and you're putting quite a few miles of walking in them, I don't think they're going to last 6 months unless they're very, very expensive shoes. And these are just modestly expensive. So give that idea some thought. Put more money into your shoes. It will pay off in your happiness and your quality of life. You want to probably wear thicker socks to go with these good shoes. Make sure they're wide enough and the right size. And a lot of guys, you might, in order to get wide enough, you might have to be too long, and then you got the long looking toes, which I don't know, I think that's kind of a goofy look. And then the wide, of course, if they're wide, and that looks kind of goofy too. So there's not really a good answer other than whatever you got to do, whatever it takes for your body to feel good. And now, these new shoes, my feet are feeling much better. As soon as I get home again tonight, I'm going to throw out those other ones so that I'm not tempted to wear them in a pinch, and then probably order some new shoe, put it on my calendar to order new ones right away. So anyway, give that idea some thought. All for now.